So if you recognize the power of video in marketing, for instance, having a YouTube channel or videos on your website, but yet you feel like you suck on video, what can you do? I'll explain a few tips in this video. So, if you recognize the power of video and you want to be able to add videos or build a YouTube channel that drives business to you, especially if you're a designer or developer and someone that's used to staying maybe behind the screen and orchestrating beautiful things from behind the scenes, and you're not comfortable being in front of the camera, how do you create really good videos? How do you build a YouTube channel that actually could bring you new business? Whether it's big corporate clients or solopreneurs or startups that you want to work with, or whether it's to get a job with an agency that is like your dream job. How do you create videos that actually are compelling if you feel really awkward in front of videos? Well, there's a few tips. And these are things that I've learned because I also have had to really come out of my shell to be able to present, speak clearly, enunciate, and all those little things that come with creating powerful messages and videos. And I'm still learning. But one of the first things you can do is to start and to practice and to do it and do it and do it. It's not that you're aiming for perfection. It's just getting practice. Helps you to be able to see yourself. You can start to hear whenever you need to enunciate more, or say your cadence is too fast, or you're taking a long time to describe something that could be more concise. You really learn about your own presentation skills, whether it's presentation skills that you take into your next meeting or phone call or in your video. You learn so much by simply just doing it, just recording yourself talking in front of a video camera or in front of your webcam, for instance. So that's the first tip, is just practice, just do it. You don't have to show it to anybody. You just record yourself talking. And the best thing to do with that is to just let the camera roll. So you turn on record and you start talking and maybe have a list of the points that you want to cover, but you just keep going. And if you stumble and mess up, you just keep going. That's what editing's for, right? So tip number 2 is then to frame or outline the key points that you want to say in your video. So you don't want to just turn on the recording and start jamming and talking. You want to have a pretty good idea of the points you want to cover and then a way to tie them all together at the end. So that's point number 2. Point number 3 is you don't have to actually be on camera the whole time with your face speaking if you don't want to. There's a couple ways that you can kind of work with being able to still have a personal video, but yet not have to be in front of the camera the whole time. One of those ways is to use slides. So you might create a keynote presentation or PowerPoint presentation with slides that have like your key words of the points that you want to make. You don't want to type out your whole script because nobody's going to read that, but like say some key words that really speak to the points that you're going to make. You can use slides and then just narrate in the background and edit that together in the end. So you have your slides, you go through the presentation, you record yourself talking through it, and then you put that together at the end, maybe add a little music, and now you've got a really cool video that teaches something or shows off some of your expertise, and yet you didn't have to stand in front of the camera the whole time. So that's another tip. And another tip, then, if you don't particularly want to be right front on in the camera, is to get interviewed, to have somebody else join you. And maybe you just have a discussion between one other person. Maybe you're interviewing them as an expert that's sharing something that has to do with what your topic is, or maybe they're interviewing you and they're drawing out your expertise in the video. And so therefore you're not front on with the camera like I am right now. You're more at an angle and you're talking with someone and it's a discussion. You can even do like a Skype video call, for instance, and have the two of you on camera on the screen talking and having a dialogue. So that's another great way to present yourself and your expertise and your personality without having to be directly in the spotlight. So let's review some of these tips. 1 is to practice. 2 is to outline what you want to cover, so you have some talking points and a way to dial it in to a conclusion. 3 is to consider other ways of being in front of the camera without being in front of the camera, like using slides or getting interviewed and bringing somebody else in so you're not facing front with the camera the whole time. Just practicing these different varieties and different ways of making videos will help you grow by leaps and bounds with your video marketing. So if you like this video, I'd love a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And I'll have more videos that you can find on my channel about how to optimize your YouTube channel specifically to be able to help you bring in more of the clients that you love and the jobs you want. Thanks for watching.